So, PC Engine. Okay, so are you familiar with the PC Engine, the CD add-on?
I played Dracula X. That's the only one.
Okay.
That's the Castlevania game, but only on Mister, so not on.
The real machine.
I never seen a PC Engine in real life. Those aren't common in Europe.
No, they never got an official release. You had to buy them on the gray market. Okay, so we got the cool digitized intro here with the music.
And the music cuts out somehow now. Oh, and it's back. I don't know what's wrong with the CD or something. Maybe I'm playing this on Mister, and maybe the CD image is not correct, or maybe this BIOS wasn't correct. I don't know, but
yeah, it could just be a timing thing also. Just the Mister isn't simulating the CD access properly.
Something like that, maybe disk speed or something.
Yeah. Oh, and you have to love Sillywood.
Sillywood?
Sillywood was this phenomenon in the early to mid 90s where it was Hollywood studios trying to get, well, it wasn't the studios trying to get into it. It was the idea that multimedia, FMV, was going to bring Hollywood to the game. So it was Silicon Valley meets Hollywood, Sillywood.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's not, yeah, it's also silly.
Well, silly too, but it's not spelled with a Y. It's Sillywood with I's. And so the idea would be that games would start looking like interactive movies, and this is when we get all of these interactive films starting to pop up. And this is one of the earliest titles in that wave of games that's coming.
So I feel there's something wrong with my my emulation. Does it supposed to look like?
Oh no, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. You have to remember the TurboGrafx 16, as it was called in North America,
not a lot
or PC Engine,
maybe.
Was actually an 8-bit system. So it's an 8-bit system running with, I think it's up to 256 colors on the screen. I'm not quite sure what the...
I play Bonk, for example, which is super colorful. So.
Well, it's super colorful, but is it a lot of colors on the screen?
Yeah, maybe not. Oh, what's this about?
Also remember, this is a single speed CD drive. So if you're streaming single speed, the more colors you have in the FMV, the larger the data load.
And they don't have a good compression yet, so
it
would even make it worse. So I can choose something here.
Yeah. So where you want to go?
Yeah.
The Borax Saloon.
I really don't know. What there's options, but the game doesn't tell me what happened. Why should I choose what? So
well, the professor was showing you what was going on.
Yeah, and now we got someone playing really bad saxophone.
Yeah.
What is this game? He's also green.
yeah. I think they've got maybe like 5 colors in the FMV sections. It's reduced to a palette of 5 colors. Now it may not have looked as bad on a CRT.
No, probably it will help a little. And why is there what is that in front of him? A cabinet or something?
I guess it's a cabinet. It's something to block out the fact that the FMV can only take up a small sliver.
I can choose.
You want to know about the girl that you saw in the video? Come on.
Yeah, but going for knowledge? I think it's a trick. It's a trick question because he said everybody chooses the girl. So I thought maybe something bad happens when I choose that or something. I don't know.
Oh, I wasn't listening to it. My God, that is just terrible fourth wall breaking this early in the game. It's like.
This game, everything feels so random. Everything.
Yeah. This is not representative of the original Amiga game at all.
Oh, that's interesting. So but is it maybe it's sort of nice to play this after you played the Amiga game, or is it like not even related?
Well, the original game is supposed to be set in the 1950s, and it's and like all CinemaWare games, they were supposed to be takes on classic genre films.
Oh.
Okay, so without what? Oh, they threw you right into the giant ants and zombies.
I made a backflip into the ant. What the heck was that?
What? Dude.
I'm not dead? Oh. I'm not dead. I'm on a motorcycle now. What happened over there?
What? Why are you on the bike?
I don't know.
I honestly don't understand what's going on here.
And I think it's radio or something we're listening to.
No, yeah. How are you listening to a radio on a bike? I mean,
you tell me. I don't know.
This is just so bizarre. I mean, okay, yeah, this game makes no goddamn sense at this point. It's just weird. But yeah, this was the attempt by CinemaWare to jump into full-blown video. And they had actually been purchased by NEC, the company that made the TurboGrafx. So because they wanted somebody who could make, games that could take advantage of the CD tech.
Hi there.
Oh jeez.
It's funny how they're like still until they're like a statue, and then suddenly they
But you can also see there's like a frame missing at one point, and part of his shoulder is cut off because that's where the video ends.
So how does this? Yeah, well, why is it the same story as the Amiga game, or just the same? Name? Or is
no, in the Amiga game, you start off as a geologist working in this little town in the middle of no man's land.
Well, that's the same. I'm here as well.
Yeah, and you start hearing these stories about weird goings on, which is similar to what the professor was showing you with something happening out in the desert, and you start to investigate, and it turns out a meteorite fell and irradiated the ants, and now they're giant ants. It's a take on the 1950s sci-fi horror movie Them. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Okay, it is like the classic giant radiated monster movie.
Okay.
And I think it even predates Godzilla. It's before Godzilla. And it's like every trope of, nobody believes the scientists, and the cops, are like, oh, it's nothing. And until, of course, the giant ants are attacking, and then the military has to come in. And it's classic. You have to have seen that. But that's what It Came from the Desert is supposed to be replicating. Okay, he's been taken over
by some alien voice or something.
Don't
kill him yet.
How are you jumping between these scenes now?
Yeah, I don't know. I do literally nothing. I'm not playing. It's just doing stuff for me.
I think there's maybe a problem with the emulation here because.
No, I chose to go to this guy, the gun shop. And then suddenly the police officer was in between there. Probably I was walking to the gun shop, and then the police officer
stopped you.
Stopped me, and
oh my goodness, this is terrible. Oh, this is bad. Now, to be honest with you, I've only played this version for like 5 minutes once, so I know of it,
I'm
but
2 minutes further than you.
Yes, you have gone deeper into this game than I did. Now, why does he look like a guy from the 90s, but he's holding a machine gun from the 20s,
something like
and
that.
all the vehicles are from the 50s? This makes no sense.
Oh, that was my actually this was my 10 minutes I think.
You're 10 minutes in heaven. Yeah, congratulations. And you're only back somersaulted into an ant once.
Yeah, that's all I did, and chose like 2 options where to go.
Okay, let's get back to the show.
Good game.